Now, I'm familiar watching your channel with. Seems like you've partnered up with another streamer, Old Curly Jaws, and you've created I believe it's called Failhouse Video.
Yeah, definitely. And we make feature length video products. Some of them end up on Gumroad, some of them end up on YouTube, but it's a fun little business for me for sure.
And how long has that been going on? Seems fairly new, like a fairly new endeavor.
It is, I think, only a few months it's been going on, but we make these products really fast. So I already have a pretty good library.
And for those that don't know, they seem to be movies. Basically, they seem to be shot where you're getting everything through the web. I'm not going to say it's always a webcam, but for instance, you hire people in Africa to do scenes for you, and then they'll send them to you, and you incorporate it into your movie that you're shooting scenes of yourself that you're putting in there at your desk. It's like basically none of it's like shot on location, I guess. I mean, I guess technically it is in Africa. It is
Yeah,
being
it's
shot on
shot in
location, but
Africa, so
yeah, so it's a really interesting idea. I can see I could see definitely eventually at some point some top tier Hollywood studio might try to attempt to do a movie that way with big stars just to see, if they could do it. I mean, it seems like it would be a challenging uh, prospect to take on as a filmmaker if you were particularly wanting to stretch the limits of what a film is and what you can do with it and stuff like that. It just seems like a logical almost like a logical Andy Warhol type progression of the arts.
yeah, there's been some Hollywood movies that involved like live streaming, and I went and saw one up in Springfield. I think it was called Disturbed or something like that, but it was all shot on an iPhone by like a professional director, actors, but all filmed on an iPhone, and it had a theatrical release. But my technique was basically born out of desperation. I have this dream of making movies, but I was too fucked up to go anywhere in Hollywood or anything. And so I'm just doing the best I can to make my dreams come true and just doing whatever it takes to actually be in the movie business and making money, making movies and stuff.
About how many movies have you made this way?
I'm not. I don't even know the count, but I'm guessing probably about 80.
Okay. And when you say a feature length, what is that?
Over 40 minutes.
Over 40 minutes? Okay, cool. And what's
Yeah.
your longest film? Are they all around 40 minutes or do you have do they vary?
My most successful film was close to 2 hours. I think it's a 2 hour movie, and that's called Baker City Prospecting, and it's a movie about rock hunting and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it has 1.5 million views on YouTube and made me over $2,000. And that's what blew up my channel. That's where all my subscribers came from, was from my hit movie.
Did you have a interest in prospecting or is that just something you just took on?
A friend of mine introduced me to a friend of his, and he said, "This guy's really smart about prospecting, and you should make a movie and you should do video with him." And so initially we were going to do a TV show, and then at the end of the project, he said, "Just do whatever you want with it." And my dream was always to make a movie, so I just made a feature length movie about it. And the guy who made the movie had thought he was going to die. He thought like he had terminal illness, and he wanted to document all of his knowledge about prospecting before he died so that he could leave a record of all that knowledge. And then he ended up being fine, and he's alive to this day, and we talk a couple times a year still.
Okay. Outside that one, I mean, I know I'm a fan of the Mormo Goes to Africa series.
Yeah.
Do you think is that one of your more popular ones? Like, what outside the prospecting one? I mean, it sounds like you're that one is like way up there, right? There's probably a fall off there for your second one.
Yeah, that's like my one hit wonder, and then it's all downhill from there. But Mormo in Africa series is pretty well regarded. People like it, my fans like it, and the uh, the old curly jaws in Africa didn't do nearly as well as the ones that just starred me, but people like them, and now what happens is that I make a feature, and then like 100 people watch it. It earns $1, and then it's just forgotten about and just sits there doing nothing.
Mm. But you do sell them on this Gumroad?
Yeah, I have a Gumroad store, and I sell my movies there. I just put out one um, last night actually, and got 2 sales already.
Okay. And what format do you put those out in?
I render them in 720p, and on Gumroad you can stream through Gumroad, or you can download it. Either way,
Okay. All right, but you don't actually make physical copies at all?
I've made a few physical copies, but I hate shipping and I hate going to the post office, so I'm not real motivated to do DVD anymore. And it's kind physical media is kind of dying anyway, and